Now, the thing with the Region 2 DVDs is that we've got an update for you. We're gonna make changes. And I'm just like, I don't want changes. I'm gonna sit down on the side of the road and play cards. What the heck? Whoa. You know when you know when there's a container of stuff and hashtag not sponsored, but like, you know, like when there's a container of stuff and then there's just a little bit left, so then you figure that you should just like don't focus on pouring it to the right moment, you just pour it all in. Well, I just did that and whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa! That's like an invasion. Hey, what's up guys, it's probably my favorite YouTube here. You probably already saw this coming even before this video was uploaded, but as you can see from the title, yes, this is part 1. The Mind Robber, I didn't mean for that to be 2 parts, but I didn't know that it was gonna be so freaking hard to condense that. So yeah, since this is a 8-parter, I said frickin', I'm gonna do the first 4 parts in this video, and the next 4 parts in the other video. Now, I just want to say that for some reason, I could still be signed into my account, and when I hit the like button on a YouTube video, it would give me the option to be signed into one of my accounts. And then I just click that, and then all I have to do is hit sign out, and then boom, I'm technically signed out, but I'm still signed in, and I can just, now I'm stuck signed into my account, and there's no sign out button, except for magnify accounts and sign out, and that brings me to my settings. The invasion, right, okay. So, I have the Region 2 DVD. Because the Region 1 DVD, at least at the time of buying it, was expensive as frick. I said frick. This was $6. So yes, of course I bought this. Maybe it's cheap now, but when I bought it, it wasn't. And no, I'm not going to go buy the Region 1 DVD if it becomes cheap now, because, like, I already have this. I mean, yes, I could sell this, but it's not like, you know, you just sell it, but like, you have to actually have someone who wants it back. So anyway, so how do I watch this? Well, the thing is, we're gonna have to head downstairs to my computer, because that plays Region 2 DVDs, I think. But anyway, so I guess we're gonna open it in this tight little spot. I got a sticker here that says like, Special Edition DVD. Episodes 1 and 4 now recreated with brand new animation and the original TV soundtracks. Yeah, so this is, we have 2 more missing stories left, and this is another one, but only episodes 1 and 4 are missing. Remember, they would only animate like stories with 1 or 2 missing episodes, otherwise it was too much work, except for the Power of the Daleks, which the BBC did themselves. But this was actually the very first one to be animated. Now, the thing with the Region 2 DVDs is that they don't have the story numbers at the back like the Region 1s do, but they do have this little pamphlet with a little bit of information on the story, which is very, very nice. If you want, you can probably pause the video and read that. If you want, I don't really know. Sorry if my accent sounds like a bad British accent. It's just, I don't know, sometimes my accent changes, and then all the classmates at my school are like, "You're being racist!" Okay, now, disc 1 or 2, I actually can't remember. I think that they're kind of, like, changed up. I think that, like, it's like that Doctor Who and the Daleks. No, actually, I don't think it is. I think I tried this once, and I thought that the discs were different, but I don't really know. Let's, check the DVD, eh? Turn this on. Check the disc. So looks tiny bit scratched right there, but it's probably okay. Let's see if this will work. Disc 1. Let's see what happens. In here you go. Come on, get in there. Get in there. There you go. Just gotta push it in, and then eventually just sucks it in like that. What the? Where is the intro to the DVD? Why'd you bring me here? He must remember me pressing it before. Wow, okay. This is weird because I have to move my mouse over this. Okay, setup. Commentary. Information. Text. The subtitles are already on. Yeah, I must remember because I played this before. I don't think I've actually like sat down and watched this story, but I have tested it out. Anyway, episode 1, here we go, mates. Diddle-a-ling, 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 diddle-a-ling. What the? I can't quite see the bottom of this sprout. Could we never see the? I don't really know, mates. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to go like this, right? Okay. Wow. Oh, okay. The TARDIS is back together. Oh yeah, and funny thing, I'm filming this before I'm filming part 2 of the Mind Robber. So if I said something in the Mind Robber part 2 and it could be reflected on this video, I'm sorry, but I haven't done that yet. I had to close the curtain, but I have this one crack over here. So when I had the lights off, it's like, there, you see? There's just a shadow just coming out of that crack in the curtains. Let's turn that on. So, the Doctor, Zoe, and Jamie land in the middle of space, and they're like, that's odd, what could have caused us to be stuck in space? Okay, the Web Planet and the Web of Fear are 2 stories right off the top of my head that I know you've just randomly been in the space. And yes, okay, fine, you are being manipulated by the Yeti and the Zarbi there. I can't remember the names of any aliens from the Web Planet except for the Zarbi. But, that's a stupid seamers. Zarbi! Okay, anyway. But, so a missile is being fired at them for seemingly no reason. Are we gonna go through the Mind Robber again? Because then the story won't feel as special. New series, Chris Chibnall, do a Mind Robber reboot, go! The Doctor resorts to bang the TARDIS console as if he hadn't done that to it enough than the last story, but why did the TARDIS, like, lightning bolt itself out of there? Or maybe that was a missile, and we just didn't see it dematerialize? I don't know. But anyway, so the Doctor dematerializes just in the nick of time and lands on Earth. Now, he turns on the scanner and there's a cow, which is pretty nice. I wonder how they did that in the real one. Is it real footage of a cow? Did they go out and film a cow, or did they just find other footage of a cow and put it on? Cow. Once you say cow, well, once you say any word, then all of a sudden it becomes meaningless after a little while. But anyway, so the Doctor activates a function that makes the outside of the TARDIS invisible. What? You could have never done that before? Okay, I don't know, whatever. But anyway, so the Doctor thinks that they might be able to meet... Gee, that animation looks creepy. Why is he... Oh, jeez. Anyway, but so they decide to meet Professor Travis, the guy from the previous 2 Yeti stories, if they can find him, even though he might be an old man or a schoolboy. But what the heck? I mean, most of us don't really remember a lot of stuff. It's always awkward when you think of all those bad things from the childhood, and you think like, oh, I'd trade in some bad memories for some good memories, but at the same time, you gotta learn from your mistakes, bud. Everyone makes mistakes. I've been interested to see what it would look like in real footage. Oh wait, but episode 8, the final episode of this story is recovered, so I guess we will see it. Okay, okay. The sound is so satisfying about seeing someone near a steering wheel. Okay, I've never really said this before, because everyone always gives me a weird look, but hey, it's no more weirder than claiming yourself to be non-binary and wanting to be called they, even though they means more than one person. So I can't call you they if you're one person. Okay, anyway. But I just find it so satisfying when I see someone steer a steering wheel. Whenever I'm sitting in the back, I'm always just like, can I have the right side? Please, 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 because then I can see the steering wheel. I guess if you're in Britain, then it would be the left side. Wait, but why is he driving on the left side? I guess this is America then? I don't really know. It's just an odd car for them, but normal car where I am, I don't know. But anyway, so, and I've associated numbers with individual steering wheels. Like there are certain car steering wheels that I've labeled number 1, 2, 3, and whenever I think of numbers 1, 2, and 3, my mind normally jumps to the steering wheel rather than the number. I think it's because it like lets me channel my thoughts. Like I always have thoughts going through my head, and it's hard for me to just. I just when I want like I just want to focus on a thought, but if I don't, then my mind just jumps to another thought. So I want to kind of lock in on the thought that I have. So I just associate that thought with the number, and then I just imagine the satisfaction of seeing the person steer the steering wheel. Yes, I know it's satisfaction, but it's English. Changes all the time. So they call down a guy driving his American truck and ask if he can get to London, to which he simply responds, "Get in." Kids, you don't. If you meet someone driving a truck with a closed-in back and he just tells you to get in, don't do it. But they get in anyway, in this enclosed space, and the Doctor just seems smiley and stuff like that, despite the fact that he could just be driving them to their death. But anyway, so they duck into bushes to try and get out of this compound that I guess is fenced in. For a moment I thought, from what they were saying, that London was fenced in, but they kept on calling, like, getting into London, getting out. And I was like, but I once heard of a funny riddle, which is like, how can you, like, fence in the greatest amount of distance by using the least amount of fence? And some people apparently say, like, just do, like, a random big circle, despite the fact that that's a very broad way to put it. Some people say make a fence that goes halfway around the world. So what are you fencing? The entire world? Because here's the world. You fence here, so the amount of fence just loops around? I don't really know. But the correct answer is actually just make a fence and, like, the smallest circle that you can, and then claim inside is outside. So claim that you just made this tiny little circle, but every single area of the world except for that little slot in there is considered the inside. It's what's being fenced. I like that. It's very clever. So the guy who was driving them gets shot, even though he's outside the place. Or inside. Wait, no, he's getting outside. I don't know. He gets shot. And the doctor and Jamie and Zoe weren't being tracked. So they just get another lift because they're outside. Even though they're probably going to be like, there were obviously 3 people inside the back. Anyway, that just fades out and fades in. And the doctor is just randomly at this house looking for Professor Travis. And I guess he just looked at his address somewhere else. I feel like they just kind of, like, skipped over, like, 3 scenes all of a sudden. I suppose that they could have, maybe the audio was gone? No. Besides, this is 25 minutes. There's 12 minutes gone, 12 minutes remaining. That's 24 minutes, yeah. Okay, I don't know. And look at this, it's cool. I can move this all over the place. Whee! Oh no, don't get me started on they again. So the doctor, Jamie, and Zoe go into the house that said was Professor Travis, but turns out just a woman works there, and she's all just all over the place. She's not gonna listen for 5 seconds to what they have to say. They're just like, here, fix my camera. Here, Zoe, come pose for me. And then Zoe just ends up posing for her while the doctor and Jamie go off. I don't know, maybe they were thinking that Zoe was gonna have a day off, so they're just gonna, because a week off. Is she in episode 2? I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Why can't the woman just answer the question? Can she just, like, put stuff down and focus? I'm not being sexist. I have these problems with men and I want to say non-binary people, but I haven't met one yet. But I'd like, when I, like, sit down and ask people some questions, I just want them to answer the questions. But they're all over the place, doing all sorts of stuff. Why is she lying on the floor to get a picture of Zoe? I don't know. Why do I know about this stuff? Anyway, so the doctor tries to call someone, I don't really know, and he gets greeted by an answering machine, and he's like, it was a stupid voice answering computer device. Why does this doctor hate computers? How the animators made the glare like that, like it was real life footage. Just fades away in the next shot. What was it, the car? Where are these guys? And having ice cream sandwich pudding is actually pretty cool. But anyway, so, okay, I get why the doctor hates machines now. It's because of those stupid times when the laptop says, we've got an update for you. We're gonna make changes. And I'm just like, I don't want changes. And then it just says, do you want us to do it now or later? And I'm just like, I want you to do it never. Oh my goodness. And then, okay, my laptops have gotten better, because the last 2 updates it did, it's like, okay, we're going to do it at 6:45, and I'm like, okay, great, you're actually just going to do it at a time, instead of just asking me to do the update every single time that I turn the computer on. When I turn the computer on, it's probably because I'm planning to use the computer and is not in the mood for an update. And then it does an update, and everything's fine. I'm like, oh, okay, settle down. And then it's like, we've got another update at 7:10, and I'm like, oh my goodness. So the doctor and Jamie just ride the elevator on up and are immediately greeted by a whole bunch of smoke suffocating them to death. But they get out of that and they go to this person who's pretty much just as much help as the machine. He's also saying like, sorry, the guy is busy. Oh, you got devices? Let me have it. Oh, I insist. No. Oh, yeah, they're very complex. I'm not giving them back to you. I'm going to give them to the workplace. And just the doctor's sitting down. He's all calm. There's like freaking like spa music. I said freaking. Oh my goodness. I know that machines suck. But when humans are being just as difficult, I get angry at them too. I've been having a bad day, I'm sorry. Everything's so stressful. But anyway, so, the doctor and Jamie go on down, And the doctor's reason... Oh, and what if the guy turned out to be an android? Huh? But anyway, so the doctor goes down, and then his reason for why there's something wrong with that guy is that the average person blinks 6 seconds about, but his blinking was far more frequent than that. What? I don't know. Like if I'm thinking about my blinking, I just blink like this, basically. But anyway, so the guy then opens up this very interesting door, like a square, and it moves like this, and reveals the Doctor's worst enemy, machines. Cliffhanger for part 1. On to part 2. Credits don't really last very long before they start giving credits to the animators, though. So like, did the credits like end like right? Well, okay, it actually goes for a little bit. Did it end like here? I guess it could have. I don't really know. I don't know. Nice giving credit to the animators, though. They put the producer and director on one page and then give this logo. Diddling, 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 diddling. Oh, geez, it's been a while since we've gone from animation directly to live action. I think the last animated one was the Ice Warriors, and that was with the stupid copyright getting in the way all the time. Guys, you gotta get your cameras in better focus. The Doctor and Jamie have been followed and have been trapped, and I like the Doctor's line here, just accept the situation. There's nothing else you can do. Sometimes they're gonna sit down on the side of the road and play cards. What the heck? I like how the story's acting so high-tech until the woman brings out a record player and it just looks antique. And then she's like, you're still worried about your friends, aren't you, Zoe? And she's like, yeah. And she's like, why? And I'm like, why? You said they were gone a couple hours ago, and that was over the course of like 5 minutes of the show. Now it's been like another 5 minutes. They've probably been like 8 hours now. Jeez. Of course you'd be nervous at that point. And Jamie get a bit suspicious when they call him Sir, as if he's in higher authority, and then this guy oh hey, it's the dude! It's the dude from the last Yeti story. The Colonel. Apparently I've got to finish off this bacon popcorn. I had it all packed in here, and I've eaten a little bit, as you can see, but I like how it's still basically packed in here. It's actually pretty good. It actually does taste like bacon popcorn. But anyway, so the Brigadier now, no longer the Colonel, the Brigadier, tells the Doctor and Jamie that it's been 4 years since the last Yeti adventure. And Jamie's all like, aye, that long? It's been like a couple of weeks. I guess that's how it's been for the viewer too, and me. It's just been a couple of weeks ago for me too. And then Brigadier's all just like, oh, you're still making a nonsense out of your so-called machine? And I'm like, so-called? It's rare. So Zoe and the woman go to check out the Doctor and Jamie and the thing, and the woman calls the computer an idiot machine that answered the phone. I like how the show is like basically shouting at you, machines are bad. But anyway, so Mr. Vaughn, I remember his name, goes up to the machine and... I'm glad that we have subtitles. These guys are almost as hard to understand as the Cybermen. So Zoe kind of hacks the machine. I didn't think that hacking could be done by just speaking to it, but I guess that's... Iron Man apparently called Peter Parker hacking in Spider-Man Homecoming. He was just talking to his suit. But anyway, so Zoe gives it an insoluble equation that basically says like, continue, blah blah, stop it, now, go, continue, start to finish, and that basically just giving the computer a whole bunch of things. And even though it's a computer, I still feel bad for it. But I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I just want to do that to my computer. I'm just like, you're telling me not to stop, not to turn off the computer, even though you're doing this? Screw it, I'm turning off the computer. And then the Zoe and the woman, when the machine crashes, they just laugh like a couple of idiots. What the heck? Are these guys evil? Okay, I gotta give congrats where it's due. I like how they're not being sexist in any form. They're not treating Zoe and the woman who I can't remember the name of any differently than they would have the Doctor and Jamie if they were in the same position. That's how you make equality, all you bisexual females and all those people are just like, no. Equality doesn't mean that you become entitled. It means that we shut up and just treat everyone equally. I don't care if you're bisexual. I'm not going to treat you better than a straight guy that I know just because you're a bisexual woman who claims that you need to be treated better than this straight guy. But anyway, so I just wanted to give credit where it was due. And so the Doctor and Jamie go back to the woman's house and are just like, ooh, look, sandwiches, and just eat them. You don't just walk into someone's house and then just eat their food. I guess they were out on the table, I don't know. So the woman writes stuff on the wall instead of on a piece of paper because you can't lose a wall. Well, you can't, it's just a bit more difficult. And the Doctor speaks to through a walkie-talkie. And I like that because I always wondered like the over and out. I thought it was just kind of cool because it's like code, but I never quite got what it was for. And that's because that walkie-talkies are annoying. Because I remember when I got my toy walkie-talkies, and I always thought it was just annoying how like you talk by holding down the button, but in order for the other person to talk, you have to hold it up, and then they hold it down. And like in the movies and TV shows, it's always like blah 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 blah. But if you actually hold off the button and no one presses it, it's just continually. And I remember this old walkie-talkie that I had, which started to go like. And I was just like, jeez. But anyway, and I was like, I remember like I was stuck with the bad working one that made the. And then the other person just didn't hold down the button just to have me listen to that noise. Anyway, so that's why they have over and out to prepare, like, just press the button. Because, like, I think the person has to let go of the button and then press it down. It's weird. Isabel, that's the name of the woman. But anyway, so Vaughn goes to that computer machine thing. I find it odd how, like, we have to do the door opening each time. I guess that's because of people were emailing saying, like, that door opening at the end of the last episode was so cool, please play that more, so they had to... I don't know, but anyway. So he goes up to the weird guys, and there's like, you say that you recognize the doctor? From where? He's like, from Planet 14. Planet 14? What the heck are you, Planet 14? Okay, whatever. But anyway, so then Bond's just like, tell me how. And they're like, no. And he's like, tell me. And I'm like, okay, fine. He has a machine. And Bond's like, and? Like, we have no more information. But if the only information that he had was that he had a machine, then why would you... I don't know, man. But anyway, so the doctor and Jamie find the box, and then Jamie's like, it must be a Superman in there. I wonder how many people watch that and be like, that's funny, because later there was a creature called Superman, superhero. No, Superman was around since like the late early 1900s. They've been around a long time by the time Doctor Who came out. In fact, I think in about 10 years' time after this episode they made the movie. But anyway, so they see the guards about to put Isabella and Zoe in the box, so then the Doctor and Jamie try to rescue them, and then end up running, and then they're captured, and now what's happening? Oh, okay. The guy was just like rats in a trap, and is about to shoot him. Okay, on episode 3. Diddling, 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 diddling. I like how it begins and the Doctor and Jamie are like running all over the place and the guards are trying to gas them. It's like a really brief scene, but they probably had fun filming that. And then, probably they couldn't have too much fun. Remember, they only had one shot at filming this back in these times. Are we entering the era where they're allowed more than one take? I don't know, they're filming outside a lot more. I like the sayings, you guys are chasing each other's tails, because that's a common thing, especially in TV shows, where this group of people are trying to find this group of people, unbeknown to them, they're trying to find them, though. And then the Doctor also says, it would put our minds at rest if we could look inside those boxes. And Jamie does a smart alecky thing where they're about to get into a private car, and Jamie just, it's the classic, like, burglars trying to get away, like, they'll just waltz into one door and then come out the back. Nowadays that tends not to happen because there's another guard guarding that side. But like, so Jamie just swoops in the back, comes out the other side, goes and he's like, shotgun. Like, I get the front seat. But anyway, and then Brigadier is all just like, well, crap. I said crap, that's not a swear word. It's like, Jimmy? I always wanted a friend named Jimmy. Superman has a friend named Jimmy. It seems like the Doctor's catchphrase to constantly say to Vaughn, oh, how kind. She seems to say that all the time, but, so the spa music starts playing again, and Vaughn's acting like the minstrel from Batman 1960s. The guy who's, like, acting so sweet, but in reality is evil. Like how a lot of women are seen as. But we're getting better. But, Vaughn says, like, these machines are so complex, but I promise not to pry anymore, which means to acquire too closely into a person's private affairs. Learning stuff. Ah, yeah, piece of... You're gonna use your recorder as a telescope? What? I threw a box of my old stuff to try and find a recorder, but the closest thing that I could find was a kaleidoscope. But I also found this cool thing. I hope it still works. I haven't tested it. But you blow into one of these air holes. Then you just spin on this and... There, it balances, see? Isn't that so freaking cool? Look, it's just balancing like that. That's so cool. Ooh. Oh wait. Right. So the doctor and Jamie talk to Isabel's father, and the doctor's like, "Oh, I think that there are more important things to talk about." And at first I was like, "Doctor, he can clearly see that they're doing stuff like this," but then I realized, oh, they're talking about a camera. It was the camera that didn't know about what was going on. That's like, because the doctor was like ducking like beneath the camera. Basically, everything's going all over the place. This is intense. I'm surprised I haven't heard this story before. The doctor and Jimmy are all in the elevator. They stop the elevator. They climb on top, and they're like, "What happens?" And this is me climbing the ladder. And Jimmy's like, "What happens if they get the lift working again?" And the doctor's like, "Well, we get squashed." Not necessarily. You could jump on the roof of the elevator on its way out. I guess they'd hear your thuds. Unless if you like just wait till right when the elevator's at your feet and then jump. That's a risk, but it's a better risk than being squashed, surely. Jamie tries to hide in a crate and there's something moving inside there, which is the cliffhanger part. Hang on. Ah! Thing though. I thought there might be a recording here, but the closest thing in there is a screenshot. There. Pop it! Ah. On to episode 4. Diddling, 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 diddling. I like how it zooms in on the microphone here. I thought the subtitles said no mission accomplished for a second, but it's not like we didn't get the mission accomplished, it's just no mission accomplished. So we're back to animation, and the cliffhanger for the last episode was resolved by Jamie simply getting out of the crate and telling the doctor something moved in there. The doctor's like, I'm not, whatever, I've been treating you like crap so far, so let me trust you. So they go on this insane helicopter mission, rescue mission to rescue Zoe and Isabel, which is immediately followed by them just going in a canoe. Oh, and by the way, just when I thought they weren't being sexist, stupid Vaughn is just like, oh, hello, when a woman is there. And then also, he's just, Professor Watkins is like, who's here to see me? Is it male or female? And I'm like, what? You could just ask who it was. Like, it's Vaughn. It's like, oh, Vaughn, we'll let him in. And the reason why I'm filming this scene in the dark is because that we have this very creepy, where Jamie and the doctor have gone to this lab and what the heck is that? I guess that's the monster of the week. Okay. I guess we'll find out next time. So that was The Invasion. Is it a good story? It's pretty intense, yeah. I guess we'll continue it next time. So, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like so I know that you enjoyed it. It's going to stand over here. If you didn't like it, please leave a dislike so I know that you didn't enjoy it. Leave a comment down below if you liked it, why, because it feels awesome. Yes, some motivation and encouragement. If you didn't like it, please leave a comment down below saying why you didn't like it so I can improve for next time. Otherwise, I won't be able to improve. I'm just going to treat your dislike as if it were like. Thanks again so much for watching. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.